Hello there, all you shiny happy people. You've got Sammy here, and today we are going to be doing a gorgeous Grafghan square, Jack Skellington, which has been designed by the wonderful Jamie, one of our admins. And I'm not going to video every line of the Afghan. I'm just going to remind you all how to do the tapestry method for changing colours and carrying as opposed to the bobbin method. So we won't have loads of ends to sew in. It is all in two colours. You can see I've started with a couple of lines. So I'm going to remind you how to do the tapestry method. And then I am going to pop the graph on the screen so you can pause it and follow along. Now remembering with a Grafghan that each little square is a single crochet. So I'm on row 5. Chain of 1 doesn't count as a stitch. You'll have to excuse my sniffing. I think I'm getting a cold. And we're just doing a single crochet into each stitch. Now, this particular square is 23 stitches across and 25 high. So just popping them in, following along with the graph. You can either mark them off or use a ruler or a post-it note to show where you're up to. But on the last stitch of any colour before a change, you don't complete your stitch. So I've got my 2 loops on. I'm going to keep the black at the back. I'm going to pull up my yellow and use that to complete that stitch. I just give my black a gentle tug to get the tension correct. Now, because we're going to want the black again over this side, I'm just going to hold it behind my work. And I'm going to work over the top of it as I work my stitches for this row. So I've got 5 stitches of yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now number 5 is where we're changing. So half the stitch, finishing over with the black, pulling the yellow, which we are going to need again. You can see where I've just stitched right over the top of the black. You can see a little bit because the yellow is lighter, but it's nicely tucked away with no loose ends or long carries that are going to snag things. Now I've got 4 stitches in black. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Finishing off that last stitch with the yellow again and carrying the black because we'll need it again. I've got 3 yellow squares. 1, 2, and 3. Last one, we're finishing off with the black. And then I'm leaving the yellow because we're not picking it up again until quite close to that stitch, so it doesn't need to be carried to the end of the row and then back again. And I'm going to finish out the row with the last 5, the last 5 black stitches. And that's how we do the tapestry method. So I'm just going to finish out this row so I can turn it around, show you. Remember, it's super important to always count our stitches, particularly for a Grafghan, but we want those nice straight lines. So you can see that's what the first 5 lines look like. You can see how it's fitting in with the grid. Now if I turn over to the back, which is how we'll work the next row, you can see I've only got the 2 ends to weave in. I've covered up all my carry marks, and while it doesn't look as nice as the right side, it is still quite presentable. And if you did a whole blanket in the tapestry method like this, just weaving it, you'd only have a couple of ends to weave in. It's not recommended. It is a big waste of wool, and the bobbin method is better. But you can see from this small square how tidy it is on both sides and how effective it is for making essentially a picture square. Enjoy hooking up the rest of this square. I'm going to pop the grid up for the rest of the video. So until next time, have a fantastic day and happy hooking.